See the light? That means it's recording now. Okay. So now we're going to take a drive out to where I was raised. And let's go do that. If I can figure out how to get out of here. There used to be an exit right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is the, you can take pictures around here. This is the Sydney River Shopping Center. I used to spend a lot of time out here when I was growing up. That's where we hung out. Lots of potholes. Okay. So we're going to turn on left. This is going to take us down past Coxheath. And across the brand new Sydney River Bridge, which is right there. That's a big change from what used to be there. No, it's still going. It's just this disappears after a while. You can touch it, it'll come back, I think. Touch the screen. No, just touch the screen.
So next screen slide orange circle.
Yeah. So
It's okay now.
if you slide this down and hold it, where it says, okay. That, if you look down there, you'll see that train crossing. That lots of people have written their names from when they graduate from high school. And the high school grads often put, I saw Riverview 19, there it is, RHS, Riverview High School. Some swear words, obviously. This is the, oh, I should close this thing. This is a brand new bridge. Which just finished last year. Replaced the bridge that was over 100 years old. This is Sydney River. I'm going to turn the radio off because it's still, even though you can't see the back there, it's still taking video. So when I used to go to school, I used to take the bus, and the bus, you get off the bus right here at the corner and walk to the school. When I was in elementary school, we didn't have school buses out here in that time. I used to be scared walking past this graveyard if I was walking home at night. So this is Keltic Drive. This used to be called the Breton Road. And,
Why is it called Baron?
That's a good question. There was something called the Blueberry Barons. At least that's what we called them, where you could pick blueberries out here. Maybe that's where it got its name, but I'm not really sure on that. Used clothing, good used clothing. So I didn't know many people out this far. But the Tasty Treat, there's a little ice cream store. Used to stop there, not every day, but once in a while. Dad would take us and we'd stop here and have an ice cream. People who lived over here, that's new. I think it's this blue house right here. We used to take them to church with us. That's used to be the Ramies. Victor and Martha used to come to church with us, because he didn't have a car. This used to be all people's houses out here, and now it's all industrial and commercial.
Why did you kick them out?
No, they didn't kick them. The people just moved away, moved into the city. So there's very few people live out here now. So this is the Keltic Drive. See, this is all new in the past number of years. Now there's some houses here. A couple. Oh, that's not even a house. That's a... Yeah, there's some here. I didn't know these people. Yeah. One of my friends in school used to live right here at this house. The ponies, there used to be a big P on their door. They're gone now. One of their sons, two of their sons were killed in Sydney at different times, and after that they moved away. Some of the friends we had growing up lived across the railroad tracks here. It's the McLeans lived over there, and some of Sheila's best friends lived over there. Another one of Sheila's friends and Laura's friends, and we all used to hang out there, lived upstairs right here. That was where Mary McIntyre lived in Albert, and this used to be a a junkyard.
This house, right?
And there's the old house. I can show that. There's the old house that I grew up in. No, I see it. So you say I grew up here. Yeah, that's the old homestead where I grew up and lived there with 6 of us at one time, plus mom and dad, so 8 of us all together in a two-bedroom house. So now my brother Jimmy lived here up until I guess 3 or 4 years ago now, and then he moved to Halifax and sold the house. So yeah, we used to play out there, played on those trees. Yeah. So we'll just keep going down here a little bit. I'd like to drop in and see it, but I don't know the people there anymore. And this was the Long's house. This was the Harringtons, Thelma and Carol. Maybe I'll take another picture on the way back because I know them on Facebook, so they might be happy to see that. And this was all houses in here.
Before?
Yeah, now it's all industrial. Yeah, and this was, I had friends that lived in here as well, the Dins, David and Susan and I can't remember the other girl's name. They lived up in here. And we used to go swimming. We used to walk down here. Mom didn't like us swimming here, but we did it anyway. This is Big Brook, at least that's what we called it. And right down in there's a swimming hole. And I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it there. And I used to walk. I used to go fishing in the morning, and usually on the first weekend in May, and walk all the way down that brook to the railroad tracks. I'm going to turn around up here. I don't want to block traffic too much because the speed limit is 80. But before and this was the DeVito's, and this is where we used to pick blueberries in here. And I think that's why it was called the Blueberry Barrens. All in there was blueberries. Okay, I'm going to turn up here because I'm blocking traffic. Yeah, this is all, I don't know what, I think this was the Hatcher's house. And he used to own a garage station. Duncan knows the Hatchers. Yeah.
Wow, it's so different.
There's nothing here. Yeah. Good. Yeah, see, eastern fence. Yeah, that wasn't there before. Oh, they have. Yeah. I didn't know that many people who lived down here. Remember that though, the CBC towers. Remember Duncan was saying that you could hook a phone up headphones. That's why, because the CBC repeater was right there, and we only lived up here, so you could hear it. You would pick it up without even having a radio. Yeah, so that's where we used to go swimming and fishing, right down there. I don't know who owned this house here, all by itself. I'm going to pull in here for a second, across from my place. Right in here. Now, the ditches are deep. So, one of my best friends lived. It's okay, love. I see the ditch. One of my best friends lived in here. There was a house and a trailer. That was the Potties, and they lived over here. They used to come and hang out at our place sometimes. I used to play with him growing up. Nobody's here now. Yeah, the old house, the old homestead. Just gonna pull in here for a second. Now, just take a look over here. That used to be where.
There's some berries. What kind of berries are
I don't know. I can't see them.
there? Some,
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's in berries.
This used to be the Longs and the Marshalls and the Ushers. And there's the old house where I grew up. This used to, right next here, there used to be a big service station. One year, I was downtown one time and I came home and that service station was on fire. And there was Mom and Dad standing in the window watching it. And here's those gas pumps that could have blown. But they just stayed there and watched. So, and used to